he looking at us?
Where?
He's gone. Bye.
Bye.
With international borders being shut at the moment, global travel on the decline, a lot of us are looking more locally for our travel opportunities, and there are two trends emerging online. You would have seen van life, renovating and living in a van as you travel around your local country. The second one is tiny homes. Decided to drive an hour and a half out of Melbourne to come and stay for the weekend in this teeny tiny home perched on top of the hill in a place called Tallarook, surrounded by, well, nothing, just some beautiful countryside, some farmland, the occasional kangaroo. Jack, one slice or two? One slice or two? Two. Thin layer of Vegemite for Jackie. Thick layer of Vegemite for Steph. Alright, let me give you a quick tour inside a tiny home. Our tiny home can be divided into three main areas. Area number one, sleeping. Good size, comfortable double bed, nice big window so you can see out in the mornings, watch the kangaroos. Area number two is the kitchen area. Lots of cupboard space. That's the fridge down here. Nice big sink with hot and cold running water, stove top gas powered so you can make your tea in the morning. And area number three is the bathroom. Now there are two things in the bathroom that I should probably tell you about. Number one, it's a compostable toilet, so there's no flush, and basically you open the lid and staring down into the heart of Mordor down there. I won't show you that, but the good thing in the bathroom is you get a hot shower. Now, one core use of space in this tiny home is immediately above the bathroom. They've created this other separate bunk area for one more person to sleep. So this tiny little space actually sleeps three. And that's what it's like inside our tiny home. Do you want any of this vegan brownie? Are you sure?
Okay. We'll be back tomorrow morning and another for them roadie.
Step away from my brownie.
And can I also please get one red skin and one Wilco?
We have food. We come bearing gifts. Hello. It's okay, I'm plant-based. This one's coming over. Look at this stare off. And after a long 11-kilometre walk through the country, beer.
Solid walk, Ben.
Solid walk, cheers. 11 k's. You know they got pool tables there. See, we bought some firewood from the service station on the way here to obviously light the fire, but we used most of it last night. Go, go, go. Fire! But handily, when you're out in the country, you're surrounded by firewood. So I'm gonna acquire some. Okay, this, still got that tag in my shirt. Oops. So you may think I'm just a city boy who flies planes and goes travelling around Australia, but I know how to make a good fire. The secret to any good fire is fire lighters and like a pyramid shape. Building the pyramid. Hasn't rained for a couple of days, so the grass around here is still pretty dry. A couple of bigger bits. Matches. Go! Jack, babe, I made fire. Our tiny home is completely off-grid, which means it's entirely self-sufficient. Everything that we use in the tiny home has to be collected here on top of this hill. So there's no mains gas supply, no mains electricity supply, and no water supply. For our gas supply, we have these 2 gas bottles down here which power this water heater for the hot running water in the shower and the sinks, and the gas obviously powers the stovetops to make a cup of tea. All the electricity inside for things like the LED lighting and the fridge is powered by these solar panels on the roof. And all of the running water that we use is collected from this rainwater tank here. The other nice thing about this tiny home is that lockbox there is where the key is kept, and you turn up here, you don't need to see anybody, you drive up on your own, you pick up the key from the lockbox, you're fully self-sufficient for the 2 days, you put the key back in the lockbox when you leave and go home again. So for the entire weekend, if you're a bit of an introvert like me, it's awesome. You don't need to see or talk to anyone, except whoever you brought with you, like my wife. You talk to them. Alright, that's it for our tiny home adventure. Thank you for following along. I hope you enjoyed that. We're heading back to Melbourne. I know it does look like I've parked the car up so I can tow the tiny home back. It's just how I've parked it so we can get the bags in. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.